to make the double crochet stitch, you will need some yarn. So I'm just using some double knit. This is Signet 100% cotton DK. And a crochet hook that's a suitable size. I am just using a 4.5 hook because that's what I have to hand. And I'll show you how to do the double crochet. Now I'm explaining this in US terms. So the double crochet is referred to as the treble crochet in UK terms. So the first thing you need to do is, just like with any other stitch, you make a chain, and we're going to make a chain of, say, 12 just to get started. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have 12 chains, and what I would advise you to do, if you're a complete beginner and you have tension issues, I think it's best if you try and do this on a larger hook, just for the chain. You won't know how tight or loose your chain is until you've made it. Now, my chain, I can easily get in and out of it. I can stick my hook in there, no problem. If your chain is too tight, I would recommend going up a hook size by 0.5 millimeters. And keep doing that until you get to a chain that you can work with. So we've got a chain of 12 here for double crochet. And now, because double crochet is quite a tall stitch, we need to do a turn and chain of 3. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. Okay, that bumps us up to 15 chains. But those last 3 chains do not count, okay? In a pattern, they will say 3 chains count as first DC, okay? Or first treble. So what we need to do is, to start the very first row, we need to yarn over, okay, like so. So pass that over the hook, and we're going to insert into the 5th chain from the hook. Okay, so that does not include the one that is on the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it seems quite far away, but honestly, this is the right way to do it. So yarn over, insert your hook into the chain like so. Yarn over, okay, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And it doesn't look that exciting at first because this is the first time you've done it, but that is the first 2 double crochet stitches into the next chain. So yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and again, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and again, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we just keep doing that till we get to the very end. Stay with the yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, all the way to chain number 12. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and we just got that last chain there. We do not work into the slip knot. We don't need to work into the slip knot, okay? So that is our very first row, okay? So if you're a beginner, it might not look pretty, But don't worry about that. You know, this is something that you improve over time. So what we do now is we're going to chain 3 at the end. Okay, and if you remember rightly, we were going to be inserting into the 5th chain from the hook. Now that we've got 3 chains, then there's a 4th, which is at the base, and the 5th is right next to it there. Okay, so do just what you did before. So into the 5th chain from the hook, make that double crochet. Okay, and go into every stitch across. Now I'll show you what I do. Unless the pattern specifically says, when you are inserting your hook, I want you to insert it into under both of these legs here. Okay, so not through one, not through the back one, front one, just go under both like that. Sometimes the pattern will say back loop only or front loop only, and in that case you just go through one loop. But if the pattern doesn't say, it means it just wants you to go through both loops like so. Okay, so as I said before, I'm using cotton yarn, so it can appear a little bit stringy, especially if I'm using quite a big hook for that thickness of yarn. But if you're using a wool or an acrylic and you're using a slightly smaller hook, your double crochet will look slightly different to mine, and that's okay, as long as you've got the right amount of stitches and as long as you are doing the movements correctly. You've got nothing to worry about. And don't, like I said, don't focus too much on it looking perfect. You need to focus on making sure that you know what stitches you are supposed to be doing. So in we go into the top of the last turn and chain. Okay, and it should look like this. So that is double crochet stitch. Now for every other row, you need to chain 3, turn, insert the hook into the 5th chain from the hook. If you like that video, please take the time to leave a comment, like, subscribe. That would be much appreciated.